I apologize for the delay in this latest 4U journal, but I've been busy getting trampled on, shocked, poisoned, smacked around, and all forms of humiliation in this high rank shuffle that is just destroying me. Welcome back, Classy Crew, to a 4U journal as I make my way through Monster Hunter 4U trying to find every single Fatalis and slaying them. So far, I have slayed 0. I haven't even seen a Fatalis. And I'm now making my way through high rank both village and hub. And I have to say, I'm progressing through both quite evenly. I've hit high rank 5. And in terms of a story, I have just recently brought in the research assistant back to town who opened up the Wycerium, I think it's called. I don't know. It's like a pharmacy for Wyverians or something. Just add Wyverian and pharmacy and put it together. And now this place, I can get some what's that? Dust of Life and another thing that is good for multiplayer. Both of which I am not using because I am not good enough yet. So I have encountered a bunch of new variants in high rank, and they range from, okay, this is fun, like the blue Yankutku, to, oh my god, what is wrong with you? Why are you so annoying? Don't you dare! Ah! These variants have made this game so much less pleasant to fight through. So Red Kezu is like Kezu but worse. I didn't think you could make a Kezu worse, but apparently you can. You just gotta make them red. The thing that's getting me in high rank, well, first of all, is my low rank armor, so I'm taking a ton of damage. But second are the combos. These monsters combo you to death. Like, you're like, okay, oh, whoops, I screwed up. And then they're like, bam, 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 and then you're dead, like, which is probably why I need the high rank armor too. So the blue, let's go from the start. The blue Yankutku didn't leave much of an impression for me. The first one did because it was my revenge on the what's it called? The Yankutku, which I had fought in Monster Hunter 1, which was a menace. That thing was hard to fight. So when I saw it in 4U, I was like, all right, it's time for revenge. And he was a lot easier to fight in 4U. So the blue variant, I honestly can't even tell you what the big difference is. I think he shoots maybe a little bit more fire. Maybe he's a little bit faster, but otherwise he's kind of the same. So he didn't stand out to me in any way. Red Kezu, on the other hand, he is just more annoying with his combos. He's roaring a lot. He's kind of, I recall he's doing a lot more like AoEs, is on the ceiling a lot. Honestly, it all blends together. It's like Kezu, but it makes me see red in more ways than one. Not only is he red, but he makes me angry. And Pink Rathian also double carded. That thing was disgusting to fight. I struggled, and I was wearing the armor that I've been wearing this whole time, which gives me like health bonuses, defense bonuses. But man, this Pink Rathian didn't care. She just kept stomping me, which, oh my god, I got stomped like 3-4 times. And then just like, get poisoned. I'm flying away. Now I'm charging towards you. Trample, 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 trample. Oh, you're poisoned again. It was one of the most annoying fights ever. So I was so happy when that finally died. And I did something so dumb in that fight. I weakened it, so I went to sleep. I was like, oh, I'm going to wake it up with a bomb. So usually I'm always carrying the bombs I bring with me. This time, the only thing I had on me was a bomb that I brought from the chest, which was like Barrel Bomb S or something I never carry with me. I assumed it was a smaller bomb, but I had no idea it would be so tiny. And so I put the bomb next to the head, and I was like, oh, it's so tiny. I thought it'd be a bigger bomb. Off it went, like boop, and it woke her up. And I was like, oh man, this is like, I hope I don't card. I was close to a third card on that one, but luckily I persevered, made it through, killed her with a boop to the chin, and we took her skin and her parts. Then the purple Gypsaros, honestly, not as bad as the other two, the red Kezu and the pink Rathian. It was just more, okay, I don't like where this is going. And for the most part, oh, it could flash you instantly, which did not expect that. So usually the base one, you kind of get the and then it flashes you. This one doesn't care. Just boop, oh, you've been flashed and you didn't even know it. So that's a bit annoying, but otherwise, still just a garbage monster, and it still gives you a garbage armor set. Like, it doesn't even look good. From there, like I said, did a lot of hub rank. So there was a lot of multiplayer shenanigans, a few of them that I want to share with you. So I've lifted the restrictions off of armor and weapon because I just want to grind through a lot of these quests, get my check marks. So I don't, and we only fight monsters I have already fought. So I don't care if we can get through these quests quick. It's all part of the fun and games of doing things together. So there was one quest in hub that was capture a Rathian, a Rathalos, and it was a low rank one. And of course, some people had G rank weapons. It took 3 hunts before we finally captured the Rathalos because my team kept destroying the Rathalos. And oh my goodness, by the 3rd time, it was getting kind of frustrating. I'm like, guys, quit hitting it so fast. Or like someone eventually brought an armor skill that lets you see when it's ready for capture. But yeah, everyone was just going to town on it too fast and trying to be like a little, oh, one more hit. It's like, back off, stop hitting it. Let's see if it's walking, if it's limping. Oh my goodness. It hurt how many times we killed it. And then there was another shenanigan with one of our moderator, Ads Venture, shout out to Ads, who decided to challenge me for some reason. I think I lost the bet or something. He claimed that he could kill a Devil Joe faster before I brought 4 suit stones back to base. So there's a level where you have to like haul some suit stones. So I went straight for the Mega Dash Juice. I'm like, all right, you're on, let's do this. And he went off with, I forget what weapon. I think it was an insect glaive. And so he was playing with Devil Joe while I was just going back and forth hauling stones. I did not finish my quest because, well, he died. So he lost that quest. Oh, he made it harder on himself by doing it naked. I don't know why he made it so hard for himself, but somebody got a little bit too confident in their ability to handle a pickle and slipped and fainted 3 times. So there was also a follow-up to that with someone else in the community called Gujira who wanted to do the same thing. He wanted to do the quest together. There wasn't as much of a challenge. It was just go do it. So I went and get the suit stone. He wasn't trying to kill the Devil Joe. So I'm like, just going, minding my own business with the stone. I'm like, I really hope a Devil Joe doesn't show up. And right after saying that, it just comes out of the ground, roars, makes me drop my stone. I was like, wow, fantastic comedic timing there, Devil Joe. Good job. Good job. And then I finished the quest while Gojira was having fun smashing the pickle. After this, through the hub quest, what's great about grinding with friends is I was actually able to play around with my armor sets, get some better armor, because man, I was suffering in the early high rank. Like I just need more defense and better armor and some proper skills. So the first thing was the Nursilla Charge Blade was pretty powerful. It has like the most sharpness available to me. It's got some pretty decent raw damage. It's an impact file, which lets me, I've learned it lets me stun monsters and exhaust them, and it causes poison. So like it checks off a lot of boxes for being a pretty cool charge blade. So I got that, and now that's kind of my go-to charge blade. I got the research assistant back from a story perspective. Like I said, I think it was the Pink Rathian quest that unlocked this. Oh man, was it horrendous. And then I was like, all right, what to do? So in 3U, I was like, what did I do in 3U to like get high rank armor? So I think it was the Jaggy armor or the Volvidon armor. I went because it had attack plus and stun plus, which are all, it's a nice combo of offensive defensive skills. So I was going for the Jaggy armor, got most of it except one. I unlocked a special like high rank Gore Magala in low rank village. And it was through fighting that I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to get like a Gore Magala armor set, because it's, you know, it's one of the flagships of this game. It's a cool looking armor. I don't even know what it does, but I just decided I want to be looking different. I want Gore Magala armor. And so the community actually gave me a tip and said, well, you know, you need a gem to get the chest piece of high rank Gore Magala. They said, but if you do a blend of low rank, high rank armor, you actually end up with more skills and it's a better combo and it's easier to grind out. So you get the head, arm, and foot of high rank armor of Gore Magala, and you get the chest and waist in low rank, which lets you get an armor set with some pretty good skills. You get Challenger +2, which boosts your attack when the monster is in rage. And then you also get Bio Researcher, which lets you, how I understand it is if you're like smelly or gassy, you can still chug your potions and use your items, and it makes you resistant to blights or something, or immune to them. And then it also gives me Sharpness +1, so boom, more damage there. The downside is it also activates Fire Resistance -20. So I currently have -43 status to fire resist. So I will definitely not fight any of the wraths with this armor set. I will probably switch out to my Jaggy armor. I also need to do a stream or some time to just grind out armor spheres, because I really got to buff some defense into these things because I am still sweating. Like, these things are hard. So that's where I'm at. I needed to gear up to properly handle high rank. The next wave of monsters, I haven't seen anything new necessarily. I can tell by the monster parts there's a Brute Tigrex coming up at one point. I think there's a Stygian Zinogre out there that's coming up soon. But right now it's just a matter of I have to fight all of the monsters I fought in low rank, now in high rank, and they're so much harder. I just finished the Celtis Queen, and she was so tanky, so many combos. Man, that fight was hard. All these fights are getting really hard. The Gormagala that was like higher rank, also double carded to that and almost triple carded. These fights are getting intense, and I'm so scared because G rank is only going to be harder. So I'm really hoping I can balance it out with some better armor. I got to get better with the charge blade. Like, people are really telling me you need to learn guard point. So I think I'm feeling that pressure too. Okay, so that's where I am in my journey. Hopefully you'll be able to join me in my next streams or on the next journal. Onward to Fatalis, and until next time, keep it classy.